protective masks. The company's director, Zubeda Nyamulendo, told the Public Investment Committee how she walked into KEMSA, I beg your pardon, after learning about the tender in the newspaper and won the tender less than a year after being pre-qualified for furniture supply. Now, Brian Otieno was on that beat and now joins us. Brian, initially you were having a conversation. Please carry on.
Thank you very much, Ashley. Yes, I was talking to Vita MP Abdul Somad Sharif Nasir, who is also the chair of the Public Investments Committee. Now, Chair, these companies are not your ordinary companies. They seem to be well connected.
Some of them, you can imagine a company that has never done any form of turnover at all. Turnovers in some of them, the businesses they've been doing is a couple of hundred thousands. At maximum, the turnover they did over the whole year was about 5 million. And then they just walked in verbally, without any writing, without anything at all. They just verbally said, I can be able to supply, and in 4 days they were given a commitment letter. The process of giving a commitment letter itself is illegal. So what warrants this even more was that, everyone is a bit perplexed in how they did this. No one even said what prices that they were going to offer that. They did not put it in writing. And within a couple of days, you're given a commitment letter and told you're able to supply. We've got companies that were totally unable to supply, companies that had no level of capacity, both financial or technical capacity, and they were given these commitment letters. At the same time, you have companies that have been genuine companies that have been supplying medical equipment over the years. They had the capacity to be able to supply. They supplied within the stated deadline. But all 100 companies, the process in which they did the procurement was totally wrong, and we just want to get to the bottom of it all. There's a formulation that was done in regards to the companies that we've been able to call. We can't start calling 102 companies. The amount of time that it will take is enormous. As you said, we've got some companies who members have expressed a bit of concern that they actually do it purposely to buy time. So they come, instead of the directors coming, they just pop up. Someone is a general manager and you ask them, what basis do you have? And they don't have anything. There's no legal document to even show who that person is. The committee cannot be able to listen to such. We want the people who are actually involved. And yes, without a doubt, not just on face value, but the way things are popping up, it is clear that either people's companies or people's names were used so that others can be able to do this business.
Okay, and your duty as a committee is basically on public accountability, not on criminal. It's not a criminal process. What do you think should be done?
I don't want to preempt what the members will say in the report, but ours is to look at the public investments, whether the procurements were done in accordance with the law by taking into account every single person, whether there was pilferage that was done. So once we've been able to do our report, then we'll now recommend to the relevant agencies on what should be done.
Okay, thank you very much. That was Public Investments Committee Chair Abdul.
Oh, sorry. I just want to apologize to your viewers about the earlier incident. Parliament is a house of laws and regulations, and it was only important for us to be able to follow.
Asante sana. That has been Public Investments Committee Chair Abdul Somad Sharif Nasir, just talking to us about the KEMSA scandal and how it's unraveling. We'll be following this up in our subsequent bulletins. Back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Brian Otieno. Of course, as he has mentioned, we'll be following this probe very closely and giving you the updates. Now, moving on, Nairobi County Assembly is set to debate the Building Bridges Initiative Constitutional Amendment Bill 2020 this afternoon, a day after conducting public participation on the bill. If passed, the bill shall have gotten 8 endorsements. If rejected, the county will be number 2 on the list of those against the constitutional amendments. Our reporter Emmanuel Tor is at the county